The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Hall to start the drive. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. Here's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Jets at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back north.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You look at this Patriots defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. He finds Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Throwing here is May. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Rodgers going to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Rodgers now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Here's Rodgers to throw. Completes this one to Thornton. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Rodgers. Out left and complete to Thornton. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
26.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now. I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
They'll try to run it here with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the...
But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. In motion goes the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he gets this to Thornton. A little juke. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. To the air, May. The left side completion to Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Dancing to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. To throw, it's May. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with May. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw is Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, this. Hey, take 26. Hey, 88. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's May. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. May. He'll dump this off to Cook. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. They go play action now. May. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one. And he can't field it clean. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? So a special teams meltdown there. The fumbled punt leads to 2 points.
Whatever happened to the 5 don'ts in the kicking game? One of the first ones, don't fumble the football. And this is a guy that's normally pretty sure-handed back there, but he allows this one to get away. And in the end, he's very fortunate it winds up for just 2 points and not giving up 6.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Could have been worse. And bulldozing his way through. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll throw with May. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And, off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the 1st half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Throwing here is May. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get... And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
26.
Here's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Davante Adams from 6 yards away. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jones hit and the ball's out, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Throwing is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's good for a Jet. Teammate. Get 300. Get 300.
Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And that one not going to work at all. Boy, the defense all over it. And they blow that up behind the line. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Patriots get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's May. Steps away. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now back to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down is May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Over the middle, it's complete. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw again. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
In motion right goes Adams. Now it's Rodgers. He completes it to Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Rodgers to throw. That is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 6.
50. 30. Inside. 26.
Rodgers now to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Second and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Here's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's May. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with May. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, May with it. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw, May. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And they might want to hold on to that football. That last throw moves him past Peyton Manning into the 3rd spot all-time in career passing yards. Remember, Peyton held the all-time record for a bit. Then he was passed by Drew Brees, who was then passed by Tom Brady. But certainly a nice moment here as he moves into the number 3 spot all-time. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions.